Ezra International has teams in many countries and on 3 different continents. With God's help, we have faced and met many challenges. Not long ago, we asked our team members in Ukraine about the difficulties they are experiencing navigating in a war zone. The following are just a few of their stories.
My name is Victor. My wife, Ina, and I have been working with Ezra in the Donetsk and Zaporozhye regions for 23 years. The road has become dangerous, and the distances you previously covered in 5 or 6 hours, we now cover in 10, 12 or even 13 hours. Recently a woman called me from Konstantinovka, Donetsk region. And she cried into the phone, saying, "Victor, please, come and get us because it's hard here. Because we are under fire." I understood that I needed to go, and I'm also afraid. And she says, "I'm here with my mother. Mom is 89 years old. We need to be taken out because they are shelling us. We are scared." And you know, I made the decision, I'm going for this woman, this grandmother. And when I arrived in Konstantinovka, we came under fire. A shell fell 200 meters from us. And she cries, screams, "Victor, please take us out." And this 89-year-old grandmother is bedridden. We picked her up, carried her in our arms, and when we'd just driven away, a shell again exploded nearby. She is crying, "Victor, faster! Victor, hurry up!" And all the way she cried and sobbed.
My name is Grigory. I am from the Dnipropetrovsk region. I have worked in Ezra for 7 years. Since I'm a pastor, the first thing I wanted to do was to help people. God gave this direction. We began to help in evacuation. My wife began to help people in distribution and delivery of food, of everything necessary for those refugees who left their regions. At first, we didn't know in which direction we could or couldn't travel. And secondly, the distances have changed. For example, where before we picked up people it was 200, 300 or 400 kilometers, but now these distances have increased by 2 or 3 times because we had to take people to Western Ukraine. We also had to have some kind of comfort in the van and to think about both food and water. And this isn't an easy journey, for example 650 kilometers in one direction. Sometimes it can be up to 1,000 in one day. Plus, there were people who needed a place to lie down, in the vehicle. And I put a mattress in the back seat and arranged everything so that a person could travel lying down. There were moments when we came under fire. We also took people out of Bakhmut while it was under fire. We took the people and literally drove away, and 5 to 10 minutes from Bakhmut and we heard the explosions that occurred there. A relative or friend of a woman in my van who was still there, called her and said that their house had been hit. That is, they left, and their home was gone. And we helped them leave. Another time, we took a bedridden woman and her daughter from Chugev to Dnipro. Sometime after, the woman sent a video of gratitude in which she said that, "I contacted many authorities, I asked many people. But, unfortunately, no one could help. Only you provided help." And she says, "I will be immensely grateful for the help you provided."
Hello, my name is Misha. I am the director for Ezra in Ukraine. We live in Kiev. Yesterday at 2 o'clock in the morning, we already knew that 9 planes had taken off, which meant there would be rocket attacks. We already hear in advance what time the missiles will be on the territory of Ukraine. They reported at 2 a.m. that the alarm would be around 6 to 6:30 a.m., so we have time to prepare. The alarm was declared at 5:54 a.m. I got up, prepared chairs in the hallway for myself and my mother, and prepared sleeping bags to protect ourselves from glass fragments if there was a shock wave. Then I calmly woke up my mother and told her not to worry, but the missiles were already nearby. We sat down, covered ourselves with the sleeping bags and sat listening. I read to my mother from the app Telegram what is happening, where and how the rockets are flying. Then they suddenly changed the route and almost all of them are heading to Kiev. We are warned in Telegram that it will be loud now, and then it will really be loud. After the first wave of attack, there is silence and I suggest to my mother that we have breakfast. We drink tea with sandwiches, and I read that there is a second wave of missiles. We sit down again in the corridor and remain silent. Unfortunately, we are getting used to this reality.
These are just a few of the stories from our teams and the Jewish families that they are helping. When you partner with Ezra, you help rescue Jewish people from poverty, anti-Semitism, and even war. You help them return to Israel and restore their hope for a brighter future. Join us today and make a difference.